Today, I'm going to share my exact door knocking script along with what I say and do when the prospects give me an objection. And I'm even going to share a little bit of information on the best type of leads for face-to-face life insurance and or final expense sales. When Mariana and I first made the move from selling mortgage protection insurance to selling final expense insurance, our upline told us to forget about calling. Don't call to set appointments, it's a waste of time. He said, in Florida, you're just better off taking the lead to the prospect's front door and talking your way inside. And if you're selling final expense on a face-to-face basis today, this literally may be your only option due to, agent saturation, direct mail lead costs, and we can't forget about that whole COVID thing. I mean, think about it. When we were all stuck at home due to the virus, the telemarketers took advantage of the situation and put a big dent in the senior market by calling these folks to death and just driving them crazy. So now, folks are, especially the older people, are hesitant about answering the phone if it's not a familiar number, or someone that they absolutely know. The direct mail lead that we used to use is no longer a viable option, as the return on investment with this lead is just not there for most agents. And guys, again, we're talking about face-to-face sales and not telesales. You're more likely going to be better off buying internet or Facebook leads, maybe just printing out the prospect's information and door knocking the lead. Which is why a lot of face-to-face agents either switch to selling final expense and life insurance products over the phone, or they got into Medicare sales, selling Medicare Advantage and doing Medicare supplements to the people that were already their clients, their book of business. Before I share the door knocking method that I used to use back, when I was one of the highest producing final expense belly-to-belly agents in the country, please give this video a thumbs up, and we do ask that you're subscribed if you're new. We're putting out new insurance sales content and final expense sales training videos just like this one every week. For a copy of the door knocking super file that has the scripts on door knocking leads that I use, that our agents use, and along with dealing with objections, just hang around until the end of the video and I'll show you how to get this for yourself. If I were to door knock leads today, the first thing that I would do is actually call the lead and try to set the appointment first. I mean, I would at least have an appointment setting day. I still believe in that, guys. I also suggest maybe at some point leaving a message for the prospect so that when you actually get there and door knock the lead, they know you're there because they filled out the form and requested the information. And the simple fact, guys, most people won't answer the phone, so my message might be something like this. Hi, Sandra Dean, this is Doug Massey, and I'm calling you because you had filled out the little form on Facebook yesterday at 9:35 p.m. requesting information about the special final expense benefits for folks on Social Security or maybe living on a fixed income. Anyways, I'm going to be in your area tomorrow, so please give me a call back. I'll try to stop in if I don't hear back from you. Let's talk a little bit about my door knocking approach. I like to wear dress pants and a long sleeve dress shirt to kind of protect myself actually from the environment. Some of the homes that we go in are not very sanitized, so the long sleeves and pants are more to protect me from the elements that may potentially exist inside their homes. But these folks appreciate someone who's clean cut and professional looking anyways, so that's definitely not gonna hurt. I generally prefer to park in front of the house, usually on the street where they can see me through their window, through the front door, through the front window. The only thing that I have with me is my ID, which I keep it around my neck, some leads, a pen, and the medical questions page in the back of the leads. And that way I can actually take notes and do the first part of the underwriting process once I get into the house. You do not want to go knocking on their door with a briefcase or a laptop in your hand. To me, this appears very intrusive from the prospect's perspective. And they most likely will just end up look, not even answering the door. You look like a dang salesman when you do that. I always did the 2 bits door knock, take a few steps back from the door, wave a couple times at the peephole, and when they do open the door, I try to be as vague as humanly possible so that I'm not gonna like mention the word life insurance, even though the form they filled out might have had the words life insurance on it. Keep this in mind, guys. You don't want to push life insurance in their face at the front door or those words, because it actually gives them an instant excuse to back out. Hi Sandra, you had filled out this form on Facebook a couple nights ago about the special final expense benefits for fixed income seniors and people on Social Security. Where can we sit down really quick? If they ask me something like, whoa, what's this about? I will literally repeat the exact same thing and mention that I left them a message yesterday that I was going to be in the area. And a lot of times at this point, they're going to give you an objection. So if they say something to me like, well, now's not a good time, can I call you back? Or, no, they love that one. Or can we do this at another time? I know that the second that I walk away, the chances of me ever getting in front of this person or even seeing them again will go down substantially. So no, in most cases, I will not set an appointment at the front door, and there is no chance that they'll ever call me, right? So we know that's not gonna work. I like to do a couple of different things when dealing with objections like this. First off, I don't care what words are coming out of their mouth, right? It's not about what they're saying, it's about how you react. My job is to sell insurance, so I'm doing whatever I have to do to get in that house and make my presentation. And FYI, guys, if you're brand new to this, there are some houses that you will not want to go in and will be better off just sitting at the front porch or even like doing a presentation out of the trunk of your car. When they try to chase me away, I say something like this. Sandra, I don't live nearby and my boss is just gonna send someone else here. I'll tell you what, I'll give you the super short version and you're either gonna be very happy that I did show up or not. And at that point, we'll shake hands and I'll be on my way, okay? Very important, once you're inside the house, you wanna make the first part of your presentation, you wanna get through all the health questions, you wanna find out exactly where they're at health-wise, and you definitely want to write down all the prescription medications on that back page. You should have a medical questions page with you. That way you know exactly what they're taking and maybe even what they've taken over the past couple of years. Then you want to excuse yourself and say something like, all right, Sandra, I'm going to run out to the car real quick to grab my laptop and we'll see if I can't do something really good for you and your family. Then you come back in, price out the options, and finish your presentation with like an amazing close. And voila, if you're good, you will make around, I want to say at least $70,000, $80,000 per year, which is why we've made the switch from face-to-face sales to remote insurance sales. With a strong telesales platform, a good agent can earn $150,000 to even over $300,000 per year without getting in their car or door knocking a single lead. Guys, if you'd like a copy of the door knocking super file that I mentioned earlier in the video, just email me at doug@ufesonline.com. For more information on selling insurance through one of our platforms, just shoot me an email at that same address. Remember, when you put the needs of your clients first, everything else will usually fall right into place. Now, get out there or get on that phone and do something good for someone today. Happy hunting.